Isa sa pinaka-budget phone ang nilabas ni Honor dito. And this is the Honor X5C Plus. This phone is really budget-friendly, pero yung kanyang specs is not so bad pag binabasa mo ka ng spec sheet. Generous ang kanyang battery and display, and alamin natin what are the things to like about this phone, lalo na ang kanyang presyo. So, stay with me. So, kita natin si X5C Plus has a very simple na box, except that hindi siya yung typical box na tinatanggal ng ganon. Kita mo X5C Plus nakasunod sa gilid, and kailangan natin itulak palabas. Kasi yun yung mga medyo budget phone type na unboxing experience. Hihilain mo siya ganito. So, dito yung phone, nasa loob ng plastic. Kunahin muna natin accessories. So, nakasabit dito kanyang SIM ejector tool. Meron pa rin siyang case na kasama kahit budget-friendly. Translucent siya. Hindi siya sobrang transparent pag magtiningnan mo mabuti. Meron siyang quick start guide na kasama din. Meron siyang A to C cable dito. And a 15 watts na charging brick ni Honor. So, ilabasan natin yung phone. So, what I have here is the ocean cyan color, which is more closer to bluish green. Pag tinignan mo siya here, personally. And I would say na not bad ang ganang color. And by the way, the Honor X5C Plus na may 4 plus 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of storage is currently priced at $6,999. Teka. Hindi naman budget ang $6,999 guys, makinig muna kayo bago kayo humusga. Ito phone na ito would be having a 2,000 pesos off, dropping it as low as 4,999 sa Shopee store ni Honor Philippines. So don't forget to click the link on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link natin dyan para may redirect kayo sa Shopee page ng Honor here in the Philippines. Kunding ingat lang, huwag kayo paligoy-ligoy kasi ang daming scammer. Just use yung mga links na pinaprovide natin. Now, one of the things na gusto ko dito sa kanya is maganda ka ng design. Despite it being below 5,000 pesos, hindi siya mukhang cheapy pie. That I'll be honest with you. Balik sa triangular ka ng design, yung kanang camera module, except that only one is working here. The other is a LED flash, and the other is, I think, wala. Probably a depth sensor lang. One thing to like dito sa kanya is triple card slot siya, so you can put 2 nano SIM na 4G plus isang micro SD expansion card. That is kung nabiting ka sa 120 gigs of storage. Another thing to like is nandiyan pa rin ka ng audio jack para sa mga mahilig mag-wired na music tripping. And may pa-fingerprint scanner pa dito sa power button. Not bad. Personally, one thing na hindi ko gusto is kanyang teardrop notch, which is 2026 na guys, and teardrop notch pa rin. And medyo makapal ang kanyang baba. Pero kanyang display is not bad pag tinitingnan mo. Na kung gusto mo makita ang complete spec sheet ng Honor X5C Plus, ito, pakita ko sa inyo. Now, on everyday usage, the phone nito is just average. I would say na not bad siya. Kaya naman multitask at a certain limitation. Kasi ang meron lang naman niya is 4 gigs na physical RAM with a 4 gigs expanded na virtual RAM. So doon parang medyo kapos ka na ng konti pagdating sa multitasking. Probably if you open mga 3 to 4 na apps sabay-sabay, okay, walang problema. Pero kung sinabay-sabay mo 8, guys, maghahang na tong phone nito. Hindi naman maghahang, pero magiging sluggish na siya, babagal na siya, gagapang na siya, maiinis ka lang. So my personal suggestion is pag ginagamit mo itong phone nito, buksan mo lang mga 2 apps, 3 apps at the most para hindi mo ma-feel yung gapang pag sobrang dami na naka-open. So ano mga apps na nga ginamit ko dito at tinesting natin? Social media, mga Word document, opening PDF files, walang problema. I didn't bother to video edit na dito kasi alam ko mahirapan to. And asking mga quick questions sa ChatGPT, okay naman, kaya naman ang mag-perform. And so ano nga ba ang processor na meron na dito? This one is using the MediaTek Helio G81 na processor. It's a budget-friendly na chip, which alam naman natin, no, for mga phones below 5K, G81 is probably just the sweet spot for me. Score na nakuha na sa Antutu benchmark, 329,000 points. And here are the other benchmark kung gusto niyo makita ng ginawa natin. Now, in terms of battery, a little bit above industry standard na 5K. This one has a 5,260 mAh na battery inside this one, which is a lithium-ion. Of course, don't expect na silicon carbon ang gamitin nandito. This is just a budget phone. And it supports 15 watts na charging speed. Not bad for me for its price point. And on day-to-day usage, kaya naman na mag-last ng one whole day. Basta you're just using it normally, wala ka nang babad na gaming. Probably, I wouldn't say na makakababad gaming ka dito kasi there's this mga games na pwede mo takbuhin dito, ML, PUBG, CODM, and at the lowest graphical settings. So, pag-usapan natin a little bit later. Pero kung nag-video calling ka all day long dito, mabilis din mag-drain ng battery. Pero kung normal ka lang naman gumamit, hindi babad, one whole day guaranteed kayang-kaya niya. And in fact, 14 hours ang ganang screen on time na nakuha ko dito sa PC Mark na battery stress test. Napag-usapan na natin ng screen. Probably, sinabi ko sa inyo kanina, hindi ko trip yung kanyang teardrop notch dito and hindi ko masyadong trip yung kanyang baba dito na medyo makapal. And ang kanyang bezels dito sa gilid is not that thin as well. Of course, this is just a budget phone. Despite na ang dami ko reklamo sa kanyang screen, it's still a generous 6.74-inch na TFT LCD display. Kaya na mag-display up to 720p na video and it has a 90Hz na screen refresh rate. Pag ginagamit mo to sa social media, honestly, wala naman ako na-encounter na problem dito sa kanya. Wala naman naging problema na nagiging sluggish pag-load ng mga shorts, mga reels dito on this phone. Basta you have a good and stable internet connection, hindi mo magiging problema ang pagbagal na pag-load ng mga shorts and reels. And kung long format naman pinapanood mo, like sa YouTube, wala ka rin magiging problema dito dahil, well, honestly, 720p at this price point is for me not so bad. Just don't expect too much lang kasi yun ang binabayad natin, below 5K. Pero for me, watchable ang videos dito on this phone. Now, pagdating naman sa sounds, isa lang loudspeaker niya. Nandito sa ilalim. Pero ang bonus mo is still nandiyan ang audio jack. Pero we'll still make a quick sound test dito. Let's just check yung sound quality. Well, honestly, pag pinakinggan mo dito sa aking studio, ako na nagde-describe sa inyo, okay lang naman siya. Probably, I would say below average para sa akin tenga. Hindi naman siya sobrang olats yung kanyang sound. Pero, syempre, isa lang kanyang loudspeaker. So, don't expect na malakas ang kanyang tugtugin. I would encourage you to use yung kanyang audio jack if you have. It will enhance your audio experience mo dito on this phone. Nang pagdating naman sa gaming, kay paano nakapag-try ako ng dalawang games dito, Honor of Kings and Call of Duty Mobile. Pareho ko siya sinet sa low graphical settings just to be able to play it a bit smoothly. Pagdating sa CODM, honestly, well, the first few minutes okay ang kanyang gameplay pero nagiging sluggish siya pag tumatagal ang laro mo. One of the problems ko dito sa Kenya is parang pag nagsiswing ako left and right, parang feel ko nabibitin ako, naiipit ako or parang siguro may slight delay. Kaya most of the time, pag lingon ko, napamatay na ako kasi ang bilis na mga kalaban ko. Pero overall, the game is playable and wouldn't worry about too much sa kanyang touch response. Okay naman, except na siguro talaga may delay due to yung processor niya, a G81. One good thing naman sa kanya, hindi naman siya masyado umiinit and I think nung chinek ko, nung umabot na siya ng 35 degrees Celsius, and yung kanang sound is for me olats kasi, well, hindi mo marinig mga footsteps coming from the other side. So I would suggest using a headphone is probably the best choice dito. Honor of Kings, okay naman ka ng gameplay. Except that siguro pag medyo nagka-clash, doon mo mafe-feel na yun, nag-frame drop siya, naglalag siya. Pero kung naglalakad ka lang, well, wala ka na mafe-feel. Honestly, okay naman ang ganyang gameplay if hindi ka nag-heavy battle na. Yung sounds niya is just mediocre for me. Touch response is okay. Overall gameplay is not so bad. Nakakatawid ka naman dito sa phone na ito. Except that you wouldn't really enjoy it that much. Pinakamainin na inabot ko is just 36 degrees Celsius. Now, quickly, pag-usapan lang natin ng camera. It has a 50MP na rear camera sensor together with a auxiliary lens which can shoot you up to 1080p and 30. Ang kanyang harap 5MP also can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Now, pagdating sa mga photos on outdoors or mga green, don't expect too much dito sa kanyang camera. I would say na a little bit pale ang mga photos na makaka-capture mo dito sa kanya. Hindi yung litaw na mga pictures, mga saturated. Ito masasabi ko kay mga flowers, medyo pale ang datingan na dito. Of course, yun naman ang yun siguro masasabi ko expectation is below 5K. Pero there are still sometimes na makakachamba ka ng mga shots like this one. Looks better. Pero on most occasion, masasabi ko is medyo pale ang mga color niya. That's on outdoors. Pero pagdating naman sa mga blue sky, honestly, not bad mga shots like this one. Yung cloud may kunting details pa naman ako nakikita dito sa kanya, which is not bad. Or if you're just running around the vicinity, okay naman mga tall building shot na makukapture mo dito sa kanya. Pagdating naman sa low light, was able to capture some mga food shot dito sa kanya. Overall, some of these food are just okay, not bad. I would say na kahit papaano, I'm still willing to post this on Instagram. Kasi not bad for its price point. Pagdating naman sa mga product shot, for me, not bad. Nakakatawid naman para sa akin. And kahit mga flowers, okay din naman. Pagdating naman sa outdoor selfie shot, well, honestly, soft siya. Don't expect any details in yung mukha. Medyo mapapansin mo, medyo a little bit pale din ang mukha mo dito sa kanya. And medyo nagulat ako dito kasi medyo mukhang mumu ako dito. Mas lalo pa ako naging mumu pagdating sa indoor. Here's a quick sample ng video from the front-facing camera.
Guys, hawag natin is the Honor x5C Plus. And right now, shooting at 1080p and 30 FPS. Using its front-facing camera, quality, okay, so-so. Nothing really impressive, pero alam naman, this is a very budget phone, so yun ang expectation natin.
And ito naman from the rear camera.
And this is the performance that you'll be getting from the rear camera ng
Guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa phone na ito? At a budget of 4,999, this phone is not bad. Pwede mo siyang gawing backup phone or pwede mo gawing daily driver if talagang budget na budget ka. Kaya naman na mag-perform mga daily tasks, just don't expect too much from this phone. Kung mainly gagamitin mo to sa social media, pang-navigate ng mga ways, walang maging problema tong phone na ito. Kaya-kaya niya i-handle. And I would say that this is probably perfect para sa mga student na budget conscious. Kaya guys, are you willing to buy the Honor x5C Plus? Let me know in the comments. Kung may kilala kayo ng mga friends, kamag-anak, nang ganun lang ang budget nila looking for a phone, don't forget to recommend tong Honor x5C Plus na video ko sa kanila. And of course, ina-encourage ko kayo to like, subscribe dito sa aking channel so you don't miss out yung mga video just like this one, si Honor x5C Plus. So paano yan guys, hanggang dito muna ako and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.